Hello everybody, my name's Jo Newman. I'd like to welcome you to today's webinar about choosing postgraduate study here at the University of Derby. I'll be starting with a brief introduction to the University of Derby, where it is and what we have to offer. Andrew Burchett from our international recruitment team will be giving you an overview about what it's like to study at postgraduate level, what you can expect from us when you arrive, what we would expect from you as a postgraduate student, and he'll touch on the research opportunities available too. Jodie Matkin from our international admissions team will give you an overview of some of the financial support options available to you, including student loans, scholarships and discounts, as well as talk you through the admissions process and set you on your way to applying to study with us. We're also joined by Mariana and Andrea, two current postgraduate students who will be on hand to answer any questions you have. The presentation should last around 20 minutes, and then we'll have time to answer your questions at the end. If you have any questions during the presentation, please use the chat feature to ask, and we'll try to answer today or follow up with you soon after. We'll now play a short video explaining where Derby is and how to get here.
The University of Derby, located in the heart of the UK, where both city life and countryside are on your doorstep. And by road, rail or air, it's really easy to get to. Our Derby campus is 1 hour 30 minutes by train from London. Our Buxton campus is just 1 hour by train from Manchester. And if you're travelling from overseas, Derby is within easy reach of major UK airports. Plus we offer a meet and greet airport service when you arrive. Now you know where the University of Derby is. It's time to find out where we can take you. Visit derby.ac.uk.
The University of Derby is located in the heart of England, in an excellent position to access all that the United Kingdom has to offer. We have campuses in Derby, Buxton and Chesterfield, each of them with state-of-the-art facilities in beautiful surroundings. Here you can see just a few of our achievements in recent years. We've been rated one of the top 20 establishments in the country for academic experience and top 10 for postgraduate student experience. We're proud to have the #1 international student centre in the UK and have been ranked 13th in the country for postgraduate teaching quality. And in the past few years, we've invested heavily in both modern, well-equipped facilities and cutting-edge research. The University of Derby prides itself on delivering 4 key areas of excellence. We offer state-of-the-art facilities in modern, vibrant campuses. Our postgraduate courses are built to provide the greatest possible chance of employability for our students. Our teaching is among the best in the country in terms of both the quality of our research and our classroom student experience. And we're incredibly proud to be the only university in Derby, a city bristling with opportunity, activity and variety, located right at the heart of the UK with fantastic access to its major cities. Across 3 campuses, the university provides a mix of beautiful period buildings and modern purpose-built constructions. The quality of our facilities ensures the students are experiencing environments and technology on par with the highest levels of industry. In the past 10 years, we've invested around £200 million on study, sport, recreation and wellness facilities to provide the best possible experience to the postgraduate student. Examples include our new £10.8 million sports centre, which includes a state-of-the-art gym, fitness classes, climbing wall, squash court, tennis courts and a football field. A forensic house with 7 replica crime scenes and a blood splatter room. Industry standard kitchens and the Dome restaurant at our Buxton campus. An NHS standard hospital ward. A purpose-built Crown courtroom. A commercial spa at the Devonshire Dome, including sauna, steam room, hydropool and treatment rooms, recently voted Day Spa of the Year. We own and run Derby Theatre, a working commercial theatre in the city. We have a computer game studio and computer labs across all sites. A fully serviced music production studio and media suite. our specialist facilities for fashion and textiles. We have a brand new 12.5 million science, technology, engineering and mathematics building at our Markeaton Street site. And we have a fully operational stock exchange environment in our Bloomberg suite. Our amazing facilities are provided for one reason above all others: to improve the employment possibilities and opportunities for our students. We appreciate that as a postgraduate student, you may already be working or taking a career break to return to university with the aim of progressing and developing your skills to advance your career. We know that our postgraduate students have one eye on their next step and need to be sure that their commitment to further study will pay off when it comes to their career. That's why we work so hard to produce postgraduates who have all the practical and theoretical foundations to move seamlessly into the workplace. We help our students find work placements and employment opportunities through our careers office, and we have fantastic links with business and industry in the area. Many of our postgraduate courses include partnerships with local businesses, which provide the best possible real-world experience, and the content of our courses is constantly renewed to incorporate new developments in subject fields and to ensure students are receiving the very latest techniques and methodologies. We provide opportunities to enhance your CV through volunteering, work experience, and the involvement of the Student Union. And we help our students apply for business opportunities through the Regional Growth Fund. You'll now hear from two of our postgraduate students, Mariana and Andrea.
The student experience provided by the University of Derby has been rated as amongst the best in the country. One of the reasons our students have such a great experience throughout their study is, of course, the quality of professionalism of our teaching. We have also recently been ranked top 10 in the world for international student learning experience in the Global International Student Barometer Benchmark Group 2018. Our postgraduate courses have been built by professional and academic experts with employability and up-to-date content firmly in mind. But how we teach is just as important as what we teach. A great number of our academics have been from industry or are still involved in the industry. They know what it takes to succeed in their specialist areas. They are aware of the latest industry trends and developments, and they know what employers are looking for. And the majority of our postgraduate courses have less than 20 students in them, ensuring all students benefit from quality direct time with academics.
We're confident that one of the keys to our success is the city of Derby itself. We are proud to be the only university in our city and county, and consider Derby to be a fantastic city in which to study and live. Derby is a vibrant, growing multicultural city which combines the vibrant buzz of modern urban life with physical and recreational activities of a beautiful, picturesque countryside. It has also been ranked the third safest city in the UK with a relatively low crime rate. Some highlights include world-class sports facilities, including a new velodrome, a great shopping center with an eclectic array of independent retailers, a vibrant nightlife and music scene, fantastic restaurants, bars, and coffee shops, all of which are very student-friendly, a strong arts and culture scene with a number of nearby festivals and events throughout the year. And for a change of pace, we have the Peak District National Park right on our doorstep, which 10 million people visit every year for walking, rock climbing, mountain biking, and water sports. And more importantly, it is easy to get elsewhere from Derby. There are great transport links to all the regions of UK, and it's only 90 minutes to the city of London by train. And the region is great for business too. There has been a £3 billion investment in the city over the past 10 years. The city of Derby is in the top 10 for creating jobs. Derby has the highest wages in the East Midlands and is ranked second in the UK as best place to make a living with an average monthly take-home salary of £2,168. And Derby has a fantastic engineering and mechanical history too, homes to the likes of Rolls-Royce, Toyota, and Bombardier. I'll now hand over to Andrew, who will now talk to you about postgraduate study at Derby.
Hello. If you're considering postgraduate study, it's important to be aware of what to expect from the step up from an undergraduate degree, or if you've not studied for a while. Postgraduate study is challenging. By its nature, it demands a lot of self-directed study and for a strong understanding of the subject prior to commencing. This understanding may have been gained via undergraduate study or following professional development. But you should review the content of your chosen course carefully and be comfortable with the level of debate and interrogation of information that will be involved. However, postgraduate study is designed to stretch and support students. It's not expected that you will come to our postgraduate course as the finished article. Our tutors and supervisors will help you grow into serious academics and well-rounded professionals. Class sizes are rarely larger than 20, with approximately about 7 to 10 hours contact time a week, and tutors are available for one-to-one contact in person or via email at short notice for advice or guidance on your study. The majority of academic postgraduate courses feature a mix of taught classes and research thesis, while our practical courses often require the completion of a technical project or presentation of some sort. We'll now share a video of Cam, one of our current postgraduate students, talking about her experience at Derby.
I've met many nice people. I like the culture, the cities I've been to. I really loved it. The accent as well. They said our British accent is very posh. Yeah, it's amazing. And it's not only academic side. You can experience many new things in a university life as well.
So we've already discussed the resources available to you. Each campus has a large and well-resourced library with quiet study areas, many of which are open late and into the night or even 24 hours during certain periods. At our Derby campus, we also have an on-site bookshop where you can order and purchase all of the books from your course's reading list. Some of our taught postgraduate classes take place in the evening to provide flexibility to students who are continuing to work. Students have access to our online portal, which is called UDO. This acts as a central hub through which you will receive all of your course information, coursework deadlines, and where you submit your essays and receive your results. Increasing flexibility as much as possible for those studying remotely or with other responsibilities. Now I'm going to hand you over to Jodie, who will talk to you about fees and finance.
Hello, I'm Jodie, and I work in the International Admissions team at Derby. You can contact us with questions you have about your application, how to pay your fees, and financing your studies. Our postgraduate degrees are competitively priced and exceptional value for money. Course fees will vary depending on which course you are studying, whether you're an EU or an international student, and the mode of study. So, for example, whether you're studying on campus or online. For the latest fee information, please see individual course pages on our website. We have a range of discounts and scholarships available for international students. Full details are available on our website, but I'm just going to pick out a few of the most popular ones today. Applicants from outside the EU will automatically be assessed for a number of scholarships and discounts without the need for any additional forms to complete. Our Vice-Chancellor's scholarship is for 1 full year's tuition fees. To be considered for this, you'll need to achieve high academic results exceeding the entry criteria for the course, and you'll need to demonstrate exceptional achievements in extracurricular activity, either in your own time or through your employment in the last 2 years. We also have scholarships worth £5,000 and £3,000 of your tuition fees, and if you pay your tuition fee in full by the time of enrolment, you'll also receive a £500 discount. There's also an alumni discount of £500 available to our international alumni students. All international students starting a postgraduate taught course in September 2019 will qualify for a £2,000 discount on course fees, which can be stacked with any other scholarships and discounts that they may receive. Terms and conditions do apply to our discounts and offers, so please do check the website for full details and eligibility. Students from the European Union are not eligible for scholarships and discounts, but Michaela Green, who is our recruitment officer for Europe, will now explain more about the funding available to our EU students.
If you are an EU student, you could be eligible for a student loan. Postgraduate master's loans up to £10,609 are available as part of the student loan scheme for EU students, depending on circumstances and eligibility. EU students are still eligible for student loans courses starting in 2019 and 2020, but are encouraged to complete applications as soon as possible to avoid any possible future changes. Students from the European Economic Area and overseas are not eligible for student loans, but we have a range of scholarships and discounts which you can benefit from, as mentioned previously. A 25% alumni discount is available to our full-time 2018 graduates who wish to complete a master's degree. You will need to enroll in the academic year 2019-2020 for the discount to be applied. If you graduated in or before 2017, then you would be eligible for a 10% alumni discount. This advice is not exhaustive, so please visit our website for more detailed information and terms and conditions. Back to Jody to tell you about how to apply for a postgraduate course.
Some of you listening may have already applied for your course, so this section is for those of you who are yet to apply. Once you've considered the study and finance requirements of postgraduate study, you'll be ready to complete your application. Before starting the application process, you should have made a clear decision on the course you're applying for. If you'd like advice on your suitability for a course, you'll be able to find the programme leader's email address on the course's webpage, as well as the entry requirements for the course. You can also contact the International Recruitment Officer for your country. You can find their details on our website and on the slide at the end of this presentation. All applications for postgraduate study must be submitted online. All students, whether EU or international, must apply for their course of choice through the relevant course page on our website. To complete and submit your application, you'll need to have the following supporting documents and information: your qualification details, including grades and dates taken, a scanned copy of your passport or other official photographic ID, a personal statement showing your interest for the course, and relevant reference from a manager, supervisor or tutor. International students should also be aware that they'll require proof of their English proficiency. Applicants from India and Pakistan will require UKVI IELTS. International students are encouraged to apply through an agent. Your agent will have an 11-digit ID number which you'll need to add to your application. If you're an international applicant from Pakistan or Ghana, then you must apply through one of our agents. And you can find the name of your local agent on our website, derby.ac.uk/agents. Once your application has been submitted, you should receive confirmation that it has been received via the email account that you registered with. Our admissions team will respond to you within approximately 1 week to let you know if you've been successful. Once you've accepted an unconditional offer from us and you are an international student, you'll need to pay a £3,000 tuition fee deposit. This is only refundable in the event that your visa is refused. You will then need to provide evidence of maintenance funds, if applicable, in order to receive a confirmation of acceptance to study, which is also known as a CAS, which will then be needed when you apply for your Tier 4 study visa. Further details on maintenance funds can be found on our website. For EU students, you'll need to have your financial arrangements in place at the point of enrolment and be ready to make a payment of 20% of your fees by the 1st of November or provide confirmation of student loan funding. If you need any help with your application, you can contact our admissions team who will be happy to help. Once again, please visit the website for more detail on applications and international requirements. There's no deadline for applications, but you'll need to leave enough time to sort out your visa. Speaking of which, did you know we have a dedicated visa advisor here at Derby? His name's Ash Slater.
Hi, unfortunately Ash is unable to join us this afternoon, so I'll be sort of helping to fill in his stead really. Some of this information I'd like to part that if you're a national of a country that is not part of the European Economic Area or Switzerland, you'll need to apply for permission to study in the UK. If you're coming to the UK to study a full-time course for more than 6 months, you need to apply for a Tier 4 visa. You can also apply for a short-term visa if you're applying for a course that is less than 6 months. There's lots of helpful information about visa and immigration on our website, so please go to derby.ac.uk/visas. If you're an EU citizen who wishes to remain in the UK after it leaves the European Union, you'll need to apply for the EU settlement scheme, which is now open to students. As the UK is not due to leave the EU until the 3rd of October 2019, applying for the scheme at this time is completely voluntary. Additionally, we're proud to have the #1 International Student Centre in the UK as voted for by our current students in the International Student Barometer in 2018. The International Student Centre aims to work with all of our international and EU students to provide a broad range of services, as well as helping you to settle in the UK and make new friends. We can arrange to pick you up from the airport through our free meet and greet service. Please check our websites to check the details of this service and therefore book your place. We also organise a welcome event in September, which is a great chance to meet other new students and includes a tour of the city and local areas, document checks and advice to get you prepared for your studies.
Thank you, everyone. I hope you found that webinar useful and it's helped to answer some of the basic questions about studying with us. In terms of next steps, if you want to talk to one of our academic team about your programme, you can email international@derby.ac.uk and we'll put you in touch with the programme leader. If you know what you want to study, then simply submit your application, which will be reviewed by our admissions team as outlined by Jodie, and we'll let you know if you've been successful. For more information or to ask questions about postgraduate study, make connections with fellow applicants, and keep up to date with the latest news, make sure you've joined our postgraduate inquiry group on Facebook and are following us on Twitter and Instagram. And finally, you can find information about fees and funding, including links to government sources on our website. We're just going to take a few seconds now to see if any questions have come through, and we'll try to answer some of your questions. Okay, we're just going to answer some of the questions that have come through. So, Jodie, if I can ask you the first one, could you just explain how do you apply for a scholarship?
Yeah, you don't actually need to submit a separate application for your scholarship. So when we receive your application for your course, we'll assess your suitability for the programme, and at the same time, we'll see if you're eligible for any of the scholarships that are available.
Okay, that's great, thank you. Andy, I wonder if you could answer the one about how do I ensure that my visa application will be successful?
The key thing I would suggest there is looking at preparation, ensuring you've got all your details. You've done your research on Derby as a university and as a city as well. Now, there is a time frame associated with your visa application, so give yourself, 2 months or so you've got everything covered and any difficulties, and make sure when you arrive to your visa interview, you have all your paperwork available and you're ready to engage with the UKVI staff.
Brilliant, thank you. Mariana, you're one of our students. Could you tell us why you chose to come to Derby, please?
Yes, so I wanted to go to the UK to take my master's, that was for sure. And I knew I wanted the master's that would be challenging enough and to go according to industry standards worldwide. I went to the James website, that stands for Joint Audio Media Education Support System. And I knew that Derby was part of it, so I knew that these masters would introduce me to new modules to be challenging, and I'll give it a use in my workplace in the future.
Thank you so much. Andrea, you're also a student here from India. What's it like living in Derby? How are you coping with the weather?
Well, the first few days were a bit tough, but I think you kind of get used to it like any other place. But the trick to the weather is, I think, layering. So you just always got to be prepared because the weather in England is very unpredictable.
That's true. Michaela, could you advise our students what the average cost of living in Derby is, please?
Absolutely. The cost can vary depending on your circumstances, such as where you decide to live, if you cook your own food, where you buy your food from, and how you like to spend your spare time. Because of our good location, you could also easily travel to the different places around the UK and save some money on taking the National Express coach. Or we also have our own unibus, which is currently free for our students to use. I would say roughly anything from £600 to £700 per month, including your rent.
Okay, thank you very much. We've had a question about interviews. Andrew, I wonder if you could help with this one. Do I need to have an interview before being accepted?
Well, that can vary from course to course and from applicant to applicant. So some of our programs will require an interview prior to admission. Now, this can take place via different ways. It can be a Skype or BOTIM interview if you're in the Middle East. And so you don't necessarily have to come to Derby. Some of our programs, you will have to come and attend an interview in situ. This is because there may be group work, and so seeing how you engage with other classmates. It may also be an individual interview is required just to finalise some of the details regarding your application. So if you're looking at postgraduate or postgraduate research as well, there's a chance to talk through your proposal and meet with your relevant academics as well. So there's lots of variations there, I'm afraid.
Okay, that's great, thank you. Just a couple more questions. We've been asked, can I apply for accommodation with an unconditional offer, and what is the deadline? Andy?
Yeah, no problem. Yes, you can. You can also apply with a conditional offer as long as you've accepted that offer. There are deadlines in place to looking at halls of residence. So to be guaranteed a place, you must apply before the end of July. However, you can apply up to the point that you're planning to come to the UK if there are places. If, however, you do miss out on a place within our halls of residence, we do have lots of local links. We have a housing department who will assist you at all points, and the International Student Centre will help you at that point through after the meet and greet service and services like that.
Brilliant, thank you very much. And so just one last question. Can you apply for a visa from a country that is not your own if you are living there?
Yes, I mean, obviously we meet a lot of students who are living in countries that they may be studying or working in this particular case. You can apply for a visa. However, depending on the country that you are in and the country that you are from, you may have to return to your home country to make your final visa application. Once again, I'd advise you talk to Ash Slater about that prior to the point of beginning your application, or anyone within our international team, our regional experts and our admissions team, as we'll be able to talk you through more of the details there, because it can depend from country to country. But yeah, we're always happy to help.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'm afraid we're out of time for any further questions at the moment, but we are going to take all the questions away and get back to people at a later date. Thank you all for your time. We hope you found this webinar useful and you're now ready to apply for postgraduate study at the University of Derby. On the screen, you'll see the contact details for our international recruitment team. Please make a note of your regional officer and make contact if you have any more questions about applying. Remember to visit the website if you have other questions and use the live chat function, or contact us at international@derby.ac.uk. Thank you and goodbye.